shall Saudi. Let's fight their track. Tina Hazel, let's fight. Roderick Henry, let's fight. Beatrice Selby, let's fight. Good night, each and every one of you, wherever you folks are joining us from Let's Fight. Let's fight, Person Power, let's fight. Flora Jacob Sword, let's fight. Alex Cummins, let's fight, guys. Orange Dawn Cook, Caramingo, let's fight. Christian Benjamin, let's fight. Diane Police, let's fight. Roderick Henry, let's fight. We're so happy that you folks, let's fight. Good to have you here with us, Paulette Hawk, Dean and Yvonne Daly, Alana Thompson. Let's fight, guys. Diane and Stan Board, all the other folks who are joining us tonight. Great to see each and every one of you. I see Stacy, my God, Miss Cobb, Julian Marks, Deborah Sharona Lynch. Great to see you as well. And all the other folks, Jamor Marcus, all the other guys who are joining us, Maxine Monroe, Diane Fordyce, Brenda Braffett, great to see you as well, Colvis Henry, good to see Colvis, Monish Ryan, Pace and Power, we're happy that you guys are here with us. We are so happy that you beautiful, wonderful folks, you all are here with us. Take the opportunity to share the live. Take this opportunity, folks, we got a second or two to spare, and smash that emoji button, guys. And we at 110, oh God, the bills on we. Partner with us as well, good folks. Partner with we. Partner with us. We are so happy that you guys are here with us. We are so happy you all are here. Welcome in the ring, guys. Pace and Power. We're looking to turn on the shares. Pick that up for us, folks. Valmir Wilson, pick up the... You know, we can all tell folks, share the live. We ain't starting. Tell our friends on Facebook, share the live for us. Hundreds of you are already on the live, are on the broadcast, and we are so happy that you guys are here with us. We'd rather spend this hour with no one else at all. Maybe a couple of you. Maybe a couple of you. But otherwise than that, we would be happy to spend this time with no one else. Good folks. No one else, including Junior, who Vex, Cassandra, who Vex, Barbara, I say who Vex. Folks, share the damn live. Smash that emoji button, guys. We're fired up. And we're ready to go, and we trust that you guys are as well. You are fired up, and you are ready to go. We trust that you guys are fired up at your end, and you are ready to go. We are ready here, folks. Let's fight. Who with us tonight? Hold the shot, somebody. Hold the shot, Sis Lewis. I say hold the shot. Wilma Grant, Everett Small. We're fired up at this end, guys, and we are ready to go. And we trust that you guys are ready as well. Carlin Halley, is it you, Carlin? Good to see you. Ingrid Carter. Good to see you, Ingrid and Irma Down. All the other folks who are joining us. Rena Cummins, Onika Fraser, Melinda McKenzie, Miranda McKenzie. Great to have you here as well. Tyler, Wade, Duncan, good to have you, and all the other Wades joining us. Sasha Trim joining us. Jimor Marcus joining us. All the other beautiful, wonderful folks who are joining us. We are so happy. We are so happy that you good folks, you're all here with us. Louisa Belgrave, we see you there, Louisa and Pauline Ward. We see you, Mavis Davis well, and Wilma, and all the other beautiful folks who are joining us. Welcome in the ring, guys. We're fired up. We are ready to go, and we trust that you guys are as well. Fired up like we are and ready to go. We're ready to get into the fight card, folks. So ensure you share the live. Ensure you smash that emoji button, folks. And let me go down the road. Good folks. Got the fight card set, but you know we're going to start you guys with the appetizer. We got quite a few things we want to share with you folks. So much things to say right now, guys. We got so much things to say. So many things. And we're going to start it right here, folks. We're going to brace it over right here. A couple of things we got to share with you guys. A lot of things, guys, happening in Singapore. And we can tell you guys about one of them. Carl Hudson. A lot of things happening in Singapore. Cassandra Keeler. And we're going to share some of that with you. That is top for the wrap of Singapore. Joe Biden. He's reading the riot act, folks, on ExxonMobil. And we can tell a little bit about that as well. Yvette Mado. Yvette, good to see you there, Yvette, and Carol, and Claudia Bobby Lewis. What a beautiful, wonderful folks. That's right. And then we can tell you about this young lady out of Trinidad, Guyanese. Oh, my Lord. Father of his mercies. You know, we go with that one. And then on the other side, Brazil. Watching Brazil a little sideways on a particular issue, folks. A little sideways. And then again in Trinidad. With Big Auntie. We can tell you a little bit about her as well. But that's just some what's going down, folks, at our end. What's happening by y'all? That's what we want to stop minding we business and tell us what's happening wrong by y'all. What happening wrong by y'all side? Pace and power, boots on the ground. What happening wrong by y'all? This is just some of what's happening at our end, folks. And y'all know we always start, guys. We always start with the opener. We got the opener for y'all, but is it y'all ready? Is it that y'all ready? Susan Jacobs, folks, share it down. Like, we're not going to the opener unless we get some shares on the live. But come on, pick up the pace. Push your body. John Adrian, Susan Jacobs, push your body, Doreen Clark. Doreen says it's cold in Delaware. Oh my God. Somebody watching me from Delaware. Respect and manners, Delaware. Respect and manners, folks. Folks, we got big, we got large. Roxanne Garraway, folks in Delaware watching me. Victorian, good to have you, Denise Welberg, Orwin Dow, and all the other folks. Hugh Roy, good to see you as well. Albert Morgan, good to have you, folks. We're moving up the mark TV. Share it down live. Smash that emoji button, good folks. And then we go down the road, folks. We want to see the shares, folks. Pick up the pace a little bit on the shares. Wherever y'all are joining us from, pick up the pace and the shares. We're ready to go. We are fired up at this end. Good folks, we are fired up and we're ready to go. Don't come wrong. We're funny. We know y'all like that. We're so close. Share it down live. Smash that emoji button, good folks. And we're ready to go down the road. We are ready. Got it? Anderson says she doesn't share. But I know that we got hundreds watching us on Facebook. Clearly, everybody didn't share. Clearly, everybody didn't share. Don't come wrong with like that. Don't do it. Debbie Honkart, Denise Mitchell, and all the other folks joining us. Guys, we are so happy that you beautiful, fantastic, lovely, good-natured, peace-loving folks are here with us. We are so happy about that. We got to open up for y'all tonight. Are you guys ready for that? You're ready for that? You're ready to receive it? You receive not because you ask not. We got to open up, folks. Share the damn light. Smash that emoji button, folks. We're ready to go down the road. Pick up the shares. Our friends, our brothers and sisters watching us on Facebook. Wherever you're receiving us from, whatever page on social media you're joining us from. You know the Christopher Jones page, grab you out here looking thin. Folks, come on. Don't do Chris like that. Represent. You're picking us up on the Christopher Jones page. Share the damn line. Those of you on the page, come on, folks. Come on. Pick up the shares. Pick up the pace with the shares. Share the damn live on that end. If you're joining us in the Alliance for Change page on Facebook, you're joining us on Coalition Upstart Facebook page. Pick up the shares on that end as well. We are happy that you folks are here with us, guys. We got the opener set and we are fired up. We are ready to go on that front. Yep. You know, we've been talking, we've been reviewing Mirror Mission. If you guys joined us this morning, we had a very short program this morning because yours truly had to be in court with His Worship the Mayor of National Line, Mayor of Georgetown, and that matter, one of the matters, folks, was pushed to Friday the 3rd, and then another one was pushed to March. So that's how those are going. But if you joined us this morning, we started talking about Mirror Mission. Folks, we holding for some of y'all. We holding for some of y'all to share the live. We holding for some of y'all to smash the emoji button. Don't come wrong, we funny. We've been talking about men on a mission. This came up for discussion in National Assembly yesterday as we scrutinize, as we interrogate folks, the estimates and expenditures, the proposed estimates and expenditures of the government. This came up, folks, for discussion yesterday. A series of questions were asked by Ganesh Mahipal, Churito Finance MP, Ganesh Mahipal, Honorable Member of the National Assembly, Honorable Member of the National Assembly, Churito Finance, also asked some questions on this. But they didn't have too many answers. Men on a mission didn't seem to have a purpose. They couldn't answer some basic questions. What's some hairy-fairy ideas, dashed together? Yeah, and I told Gail to share that. I said, Gail, you're coming with these hairy-fairy ideas, and you all want $500 million. For what? Who shared the damn life? I won't come off the mark with some of y'all holding me back. Hold my shut. Hold my shut, somebody. Are you holding me back, folks? Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button, folks, and let me go down the road. Men on a mission, folks. This initiative, I think the president ruled over one. He said, hey, I got to do something with my tenure. Let me try with this thing. $500 million. They came to the National Assembly asking to fund Men on a Mission, but it didn't seem to have too much of a mission. It seemed to be like more of an afterthought. Not much of an intention. Intentional. Folks, we got to be intentional about this life. Men on a Mission asking folks for $500 million. $500 million. Vladimir Wilson. And that's the opener for tonight. We are starting here. Listen to some of the questions. Ganesh Mahipal dashing Gail chest. Right? And she's stumbling for the answers. And one picking up fire rage. No, answer the damn questions, folks. Answer the question. Men on a Mission. That's the opener for the night, folks. That is the opener. Listen to the honorable member, Gail Teixeira, struggle to answer the questions that Ganesh dashing her chest. Take a look. Take a listen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. I understand what the Honorable Minister is saying, but in an instance like this, I would like to believe that for prudent financial management and proper spending of taxpayers' money, and in this sense, $500 million, I'm of the opinion that there should be an assessment team to ascertain on a needs basis the assistance for our residents and citizens. Mr. Chairman, I don't disagree that there are elderly people that need assistance, but similarly, there should be some assessment, prudent financial management, and proper spending of the taxpayers' money to assist the people who are in need. Can the Honorable Minister say if they are going to establish a secretariat or some management committee to do that level of assessment so that the money is spent not on selective purpose, but rather on a needs basis?
Honorable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, there is a body that is managing the Men on Mission. These are made up with very high and reputable leaders of our country, the head of the army, the head of the police, a number of pastors, I believe, a number of civil society representatives, so that these are the persons who will make decisions on the usage of the money. And if I know Pierre Sabina and the Office of the President well enough, that they will make sure that financial propriety is managed.
Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Go ahead,
Thank you. Can the Honorable Minister say what is the structure in place for this Men on Mission program? I heard her saying that there are a number of reputable persons managing this program. So may I ask, who is the head of the program? Who's the deputy head? Who is the secretary? Who's the treasurer? And what is the hierarchical structure of this newly established program where we're asking taxpayers to fund with $500 million?
Honorable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, this is a new initiative. And as I said, it is led by, it is not airy-fairy, sir. This is a Men on Mission. You know, maybe you're too young, but there have been many attempts over the years to get men involved in advocacy on domestic violence, sexual violence, which my colleague on the other side, Mrs. Lawrence, would be familiar with, for example. And many of these have been fleeting and not held their ground for long. This is the first time we have a very powerful organization, and not to use it as a formal organization, but a coming together of men in our country, over 1,000 men in each region, who are involved in responsible parenthood, responsible lifestyles, being opposed to domestic violence and sexual violence, and recognizing their role in the community to play a more active role in terms of caring and reaching out to people who are less fortunate. So it is a new initiative. It is led right now, as I said, by the head of the Guyana Defense Force, the head of the Guyana Police Force, the number of religious leaders of Islam, Hinduism, Christianity, and a number of other leaders. This is a very broad-based, led by a very broad-based body of people that are involved with it. And as it gets on, it will take on greater structures and frameworks and so on. However, at this point, they are doing important work in raising the image of our men, which I'm sure you agree with, Mr. Duncan, and that in terms of men playing a more important role in building society. Any of us as women having meetings in communities, the majority of people who turn out are women. Women are engaged. Women want to come and find out what's going on. Our men have been somehow lagging back. This brings men, 1,000 for every region, on board to make a powerful movement of men deciding and playing a greater role in the issues that confront them as men themselves, as well as society. So the money is to deal with some of these issues. You know, I mean, the criteria for the elderly and the indigent, I don't know what criteria you want. That someone is having a latrine, so they're available. Someone living in a tarpaulin is available. Come off of it. These are very, very poor people who are living under terrible conditions. We must have a humanitarian view instead of trying to clock everything by criteria. If you find a woman living in terrible conditions, abandoned, don't we want to lift her up? Don't we want to live an old man out? Or are we losing our humanity? So I believe that the Men on Mission with $500,000 can bring in a number of programs that can make people's lives better, and including their own. We want our men to be able to deal with their health issues. We want our men to be able to deal with improving their education. We want our men to not pummel women, to not be beating women as we have in our society. And this is part of the objective of Men on Mission. So I understand where Mr. Mayapal is coming, but let us give this movement that is not old, it's recently started, let it give it its chance to take a form and organization. What will happen automatically with $500 million is that the fiduciary oversight will be done and will be scrutinized by the Auditor General's office as per norm.
Thank you,
Mr.
Minister.
Chairman.
Honorable Member, Mr. Mayapal.
Thank you, sir. And I must say that the whole lecture on good practice and humanitarian and so on is good. I support humanitarian practice also, and I support the fact that those who need help ought to be helped. But my concern, sir, is that we're asking the people of Guyana to put into a program 500 million Guyana dollars, and there seems to be no financial management in keeping with the Fiscal Management and Accountability Act for this money. So I ask the Honorable Minister again, who sits on the Public Accounts Committee with myself, who spends time to scrutinize the expenditure of government in keeping with the Fiscal Management and Accountability Act, the Procurement Act, the Stores Regulations, and all the other laws that governs the finances of this country. What is the established structure that is in place for the disbursement of this fund, and what is being used to assess who will get the help? Is it just that these reputable men in the name of the GDF head, the Guyana Police Force head, the spiritual leaders and so on, is it that they just choose a community to go into and see somebody who is vulnerable and make an assessment and decide to build? Or is it that they are going to give the opportunity of doing a proper assessment of areas in different regions? Will this, and another question to follow up on that, sir, this $500 million, is there a cap where they will say 100 million for region 1, 100 million for region 2, or is it just isolated to one region? All those are concerns, sir, because all across this country, there are poor people who need assistance. So what system do we have to cater for the poor and vulnerable, as opposed to this ad hoc manner?
Hairy-fairy stuff. We told you all this hairy-fairy stuff. Wrong and wrong in circles and can't get to the answer. What is the hierarchy of this organization? You know, who's the vice president? Who's the treasurer? Who's the secretary? None of that. She says it is new. Folks, Yvette Granham, Gail Teixeira says it is new. Give it a chance. I feel the same way about Ipatagy. It is new. Give it a chance. Lynette Fraser, Elmore George, wrong and wrong and wrong. Like a big wheel. Wrong and an old wheel. Wrong and wrong and a big old wheel. Wrong and wrong and wrong. Gail good. Hairy-fairy stuff. Nebulous. You know, nothing you can grasp with your hands. It's all over the place. But they want $500 million, Yvette Madu. Is the president own slush fund? Is the piggy bank? Yep. Money for the boys. $500 million. Charity expensive? To do charitable works expensive. $500 million. Right? That is billion with a bill. Billion with a capital bill. $500 million, folks. Billion with a capital bill. My God. And they can't tell you, where's the office for this place? If you know big auntie run by you, who house little falling down, and she need help, humanitarian help, where do you carry application form? What's the criteria, Dan Sullivan? No, it's the women fancy. This is a president fancy scheme. A presidential fancy scheme right here, live. And Gail can't represent because there's nothing to represent. It's hairy-fairy stuff. Men on a mission, men without a mission, if you ask me, given all the Gail utterances. So you walk and you see, you know, something happening there, I give it $100 million there. Just $500 $500 million? Lennox, $500 million, folks? Just like that? Come on, folks. Come on, folks. Moving on to the fight, Cardo. We're now getting started, folks. We're now getting started. We're bringing in, folks, internationally, folks. We're bringing in internationally. A number of things happening internationally, folks. We think that you beautiful, wonderful folks ought to know about a number of things. This is just one of them. Just one of them. Executive outrage. I tell y'all, Biden says, how can ExxonMobil be making record-breaking profits? Record-breaking profits. And Granite ain't getting nothing. Rihanna Griffith ain't getting nothing. Right? The White House today, folks, expressed outrage at the record profits being made by ExxonMobil. And them boys want to negotiate. Them boys want to negotiate. Donald Lane, Lennox Anderson, them boys want to negotiate. Warren Figueroa, they don't want to negotiate at all. Biden is pretty upset about that. There's only some people tasting the switch, you know, that is McKenzie, Andy Williams, Glenford Gordon. There's only some folks chasing the sweet. What, we ain't got motor? We like nice thing to Osman Hodge? We like nice thing Anthony Chisholm? We want no food stamp? $500 million our fund gone with there and ExxonMobil. Record profits and gynae suffering. I see some people on the collarbone showing. Well, me also show a little bit too, so I can't complain. The cheekbones high, and there's nothing tomorrow. Things tight. And ExxonMobil making record-breaking profits. And that's what the White House tonight is outraged about. Good folks. Next. Oh my God. Oh, in South Africa, I feel like home. The folks in South Africa said blackout there is like a pandemic. And Cyril Ramaphosa got the hands full. The president of South Africa, he is now considering, guys, declaring a national disaster. So much blackouts, people are protesting in the streets in South Africa. Protesting blackouts. But we saw custom today. They said since about a year and a half ago to 2 years ago, blackouts are becoming more and more and more prevalent. Blackouts. But them guys are just sitting down, you know. They're waiting for this bill up. The South Africans are mad as hell. That's why he said Ramaphosa got his hands full. Cyril Ramaphosa has his hands full there in South Africa. And now, quite recently, they came out with an announcement that if you have a dead, you got to bury them within 4 days. Businesses are complaining. You can't have thriving businesses and you don't know the schedule for the power. And I want you all know, South Africans are taking this down. Tessa Smith, Signs of the Times, Dan Abrams, Mark Jacques. The folks that's just sitting down and checking it, just so you know. No, boots on the ground in South Africa. That's one of the things we're following, guys. Internationally, we turn now our attention to some of the things happening around the region, good folks. Some of the things happening close to where y'all there. That's what we're following tonight as well. First up, regionally, folks. Michael, right next door. We ain't gotta go far. Right next door. But the German Chancellor felt he had an ally in Lula. Rallying support. He was hoping to rally support for the Ukraine. For the Ukrainians. For Ukraine. That war against Russia. Well, they tell us Lula talk all kind of thing. He ain't condemning that battle. He ain't condemning what is happening in the Ukraine at all. And if the German Chancellor, who was recently in Brazil, had hoped he could get some arms and ammunition out of Brazil, not a bit of it. Not a bit of it at all. Not a bit of it. Maybe the people keeping the stockpile for issues closer to home. Maybe they're keeping the stockpile, Kwanamingo, Carlin Haley, for issues closer to home. Lula said no way. He acknowledged, by the way, Lula Inácio da Silva, the president there of Brazil, he acknowledged Putin made a huge mistake with this war on the Ukraine. He acknowledged that, but he didn't condemn it. He didn't condemn it. And he said he ain't giving no troops, no arms, no ammunition to aid Ukraine. We got to watch to see how that develop, good folks. We got to watch to see how that develop, folks. I didn't show you that on the other side. On the other side, it looks as though Trinidad is going to have its first substantively appointed female commissioner of police. That's one of the things we are following tonight, folks. That's one of the things we're following tonight. Earl Christopher has been acting, I think, for the last year and a half to 2 years. Earl Christopher, this is a lady who has been a career policeman. Career policeman. A policewoman, however you like it. And she's been acting for a little while now, and the folks want to give her the nod for the top job. The National Assembly, folks, Brenda Gordon, listen to this. Brenda Bailey, Rhonda Gordon, can we lend a jeep? Can we? The Parliament is going to be meeting on Friday to decide. The Parliament of Trinidad, that is. Wouldn't it be superb if, you know, them boys like them boys, you don't have to get the Parliament Trinidad, have to come and sit before Parliament and answer questions about the plans and so on for the force. Here comes the them boys, same set. Well, Orla Christopher, whether she becomes the next Commissioner of Police in Trinidad and Tobago will be decided on Friday. But this is the kicker here. She's turning 60 shortly, and that is retirement age. But if she is tipped for Commissioner of Police, the government could, on a year-by-year basis, extend her contract. On a year-by-year basis, extend her contract. And the folks said that she is one hell of a woman to reckon with, and that she should get the top job. That's what the folks in Trinidad are telling us. And we wish Earl Christopher, the acting commissioner of police there in Trinidad and Tobago, all the very, very best. Yeah. We wish her the very best. We like to see when people are advancing in their careers. We love it. I think we hope now, are we? Yes, we're the 592. We're in the 592, folks. Well, you know where it goes from here. Hugh Good, folks. Audrey Hickens Griffith, Susan Jacobs, Rihanna Gordon, Sandra Lewis, Kyle Hudson, and all the other folks. Roxy Dale in Austin. Donna Joseph. You all know where it goes from here. Share the damn like and call just to go for them, man. Smash that emoji, but y'all hold me back. Hold me shut if anything, folks. Don't hold me back. Hold me shut if anything. And let me go forward. Smash that emoji button, good folks, and let us go forward in love and peace to serve the Lord. Let us go forward. Folks, just in case, let me take a break right here. Just in case you are looking for a law firm, you need a commissioner of oath affidavit. You need, folks, a justice of the peace. We recommend the Alistair Collins firm. Here are some of the other services that they offer. Here are some of their other services. Take a look, take a listen.
For all your legal document needs and more, the Alistair Collins firm is the place for you. If you are looking to have your statutory declarations done, affidavit of income, affidavit of identity, or guidance replacing your damaged or lost passport or lost license, you need the Alistair Collins firm. They can also help you with tenancy agreements, agreements of settlement, your power of attorney, your last will and testament, and certification of documents. The Alistair Collins firm is located at the Callion Mall, 162 Lamaha Street in Georgetown between Camp and Waterloo Streets. Alistair Collins is a commissioner of oaths to affidavits and a justice of the peace. You can also call them at 649-6410 or 685-6446 or 503-1451. The Alistair Collins firm. Help when you
Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
Let's play.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592@gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments.
Yep, with the 592, good folks. We did tell you we are in the 590. We've come home, folks. We need no passports here. Joy Dodson, we've come home. Irma Dow and Rita Cummins, we have come home. But not a bit too soon, folks. Not a bit too soon. For your information, Joy Dodson, Irma Dow, Denise Mitchell, Russ Ricardo, for your information, folks. Folks, you think it's easy? A Guyanese woman was riddled with bullets in Trinidad quite recently. Her name is Shalini Shivnanan. Folks, she was found in a vehicle with two men who were also shot to death in Trinidad. Yep, right next door, Shalini Shivnanan. Shivnanan shot to death. Folks, signs of the times. The cause of death, folks, the reason, the motive is not known at this time, but we're following this one. We are following this. Father, come for your world. Come for your world. Shot to death in Trinidad. Riddled with bullets, them boys tell us. Riddled with bullets. That's what the report says. Wanda Hudson, my God. I don't know what she was involved in. She was found in a vehicle with two males shot to death. Quite recently, in Trinidad and Tobago, our thoughts and prayers, of course, go out to her family and all those who loved her community in Trinidad and home here in Guyana as well. Our thoughts and prayers go out to them. Riddled with bullets. Yep. Shalini Shivnanan. Yep. Sad. Very, very sad. Moving on to fight card, good folks. Moving on. Father, have his mercies. Father, have his mercy. Think it's easy in this place? You think it's easy? Huh? You think it's so? Huh? It's not so. You think it's easy. But look story now. Huh? There was an accident just today, folks, on the Essequibo coast involving Mohan Maniram and a 22-year-old young man. Mohan is in his 30s. this other young man, Zaman Rafiq, 22 years old, and Mohan is a fisherman. And both of them were on a bicycle heading somewhere, folks, and a car hit them upside down. We say it often. This is the other pandemic we have. Guyana has the most dangerous roadways in the world. In the world. And we saw Stabit News in particular reporting that Mohan was decapitated. That's how gruesome, that's how brutal the accident was. Mohan Maniram, hit down by this car. Dan Fordyce, Jamal Aziz, was decapitated in the process. Bridget Campbell, Father, come for your world. Or in Vashti Magnot's words, not good at all. It's not good at all. Come for your world. Decapitated. On impact with the car. Folks, you think you understand what's happening? Last day of the month, and every day of this month is some tragedy we have to report. Guyana have the most dangerous roadways, walkways, according to Bantu King, in the world. And I say that without fear of successful contradictions. Without fear, the most dangerous roadways in the world. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Mr. Mohan's family, Mr. Mohan Maniram's family, and also young Zaman Rafiq. My God. My God, that's why we always keep saying, folks, slow down and live your life alive. Andre Saul, Owen Bacchus, Maureen Chichester Paul, Sharon Castlew Edwards, and all the other folks joining us around the world tonight, wherever you're joining us from. Slow down. Slow down, good folks. Slow down and live your life alive. Barbara Ralph and all the other folks joining us, slow down. Good folks, slow down and live your life alive. Moving on the fight card, good folks. The high cost of living. Oh, folks, Father have his mercies. The high cost of living, I can tell you, a spot a friend of mine the other day, I almost didn't recognize him. I passed him, fella. All I see is collarbone and cheekbone. That's all I see, and he was a bag of bones. The cost of living, I says, you? The cost of living, biting, folks. Biting. And you know what? We saw Peeping Tom today raising the issue of this economy being overheated. Overheated. And one of the things they pointed to, Peeping Tom, in his column in Kaitro News, one of the things, Sandra Lewis, Joan Matthew, one of the things, Yolanda Thomas and Sukhchan Sudhari, Irma Dow, one of the things Peeping Tom pointed to is the rising construction costs. And here's what he said in that column today in Kaitro News. This is increasing the cost of housing and placing it out of reach for the poor. The rising construction cost points to an economy that is overheating, especially the construction sector. Poor people cannot build a house for 8 million at these prices. And while the ceiling for low-income mortgages has now increased to 20 million, poor people can't afford the monthly mortgage payments. The so-called low-income interest measures is benefiting middle-income earners more than low-income persons. And you know, when the economy started overheating, folks, you're on your inflation like that. Inflation eats you out. Oh, you think you got $1 million on the bank and it's still $1 million? You think you got a little 2 million saving up and it's still $2 million? Oh my God. When the inflation and you overheating down, you ain't got a fan bill for cool you down. They ain't got economic fan bill to cool you down. This is what some of what we saw Kaitro News saying, and we believe it. Because we've been tracking these things here ourselves, and we've been sharing them with you from time to time. The economy is overheating. And the point of this, but the prices there in the construction sector, you can't build. Them boys, the stone price gone up. If you could find a supplier, stone Gone up. I heard Robeson Bay National Assembly today talking about some flexible stone. I know he find it from. But he's talking about some flexible stone. I don't know where he finding that from. Where he finding this flexible stone from? We don't know. We don't know, folks. We only fight Carl, Jagabats and trench crapos, the tadpoles and the cricketers, the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Nakavakamites, the Philistines and the Pharisees. Whole animal farm, the black belly sheep, the Brahman bull, the big black chicken. Full animal farm. This is their section. And this is their section, good folks. Share the damn light, smash that emoji button, folks, and let me go down the road. Narco State. Narco State. Y'all know who back on the radar? Y'all know who back on the radar? That's it then. Barry, that's it then. Folks, he's been flying below the radar locally, or so we thought. So we thought. He was nabbed in the US quite recently, and he was wanted for what they're calling trafficking charges, trafficking in narcotics charges in the US. Folks, some time ago, Barry Dataram sat down with Travis Chase and talk out the whole story. He talked out the whole story with Travis Chase. He was wanted in the US. You know, they got some untouchables here. Because them buys and drugs yourself. Satan can cast out Satan. Here is Barry Dataram. A little while ago, but a little season ago, talking about, his affairs. Who is doing what, when and with whom, and a whole lot of things. This same Barry Dataram. Let me jog your memory a little bit. Travis Chase reporting here for HCP TV Nightly News. Take it away.
Guyana-born American Barry Dataram, who has previously eluded efforts to extradite him to the United States to face drug trafficking charge, has for the first time opened up about that extradition case. Back in 2008-2010, Dataram and his attorney, the late Vic Puran, engaged in several successful legal maneuvers in Guyana's High Court to prevent him from being extradited to the US to face drug trafficking charges. Dataram says that the whole idea of an extradition came about as a result of bad business.
Are you still wanted by the US?
Yeah, hopefully. But I don't think they must bother with me now. That was long ago.
What they wanted you for?
Conspiracy charge. Trafficking narcotics.
You think if they get a chance, they'll still hold on to you, you know that?
Yeah, they probably would.
Why would they want you for a conspiracy charge? What exactly happened?
People might call your name, you do business with.
The now outspoken Dataram is alleging that if he had to be extradited, the DEA would also be interested in a few more drug dealers in Guyana, including a well-known controversial Kanu rank who Dataram alleges oversees shipment of cocaine whenever the cocaine is ready to leave Guyana.
If certain people in this country was to get extradited and they start going to New York and talk.
Does that include you?
No, not me.
If
I
you
never
were to be extradited?
No, not yet. I never had no dealings with he.
Okay.
So I wouldn't call he.
If you were extradited? You
No, I don't like when he.
Mm-hmm.
Come he never. If he had do business, I would tell you right now.
Right.
And through whatever. But through my friends, them I can't call him.
Right. Clear, I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that.
He would easy boy they would got thing. He can get extradited too.
Dataram is alleging that as much as $10 million is paid to that officer to ensure safe passage, whether to the United States or Canada with onward destinations.
Because he's the one allowing it for pass. He's taking 10 million.
And these drug cartels, they pay this money?
Yeah. Half up front and half when it left.
Dataram explains how the drug underworld works if one has to get their consignment of drugs delivered successfully.
I got a shipment. Let's say I got a big shipment and I want it out of the country.
Yeah.
How do I go about getting this out of the country?
Well, obviously you gotta get a shipper, you gotta get a receiver. You gotta get people who doing, who you know, man,
Mm.
who are ready. You can't just do it right away.
Take some
Or
time.
however you want to send it, you can't just send it on the force. You know, you gotta get people who are already doing this stuff.
Trusted people too.
Yeah. And then you gotta find the man who with he,
Mm.
the man who is gonna go through. Remember, he don't come direct, you know, and tell you, or they come to me, I can do this here.
You will hear more of Dataram's startling revelations in subsequent newscasts.
Yep, you heard it there, folks. And thanks, Travis Chase, for that bit of reporting there. Always on the ball. The boy Travis Chase, always on the ball. Dataram is currently, Dataram is currently in custody. And the U.S. authorities have him in their custody. And I won't pretend I ain't here. They got a senior Kanu official is like 10,000. That's US, you know, it's like $100. 10,000 for safe passage. Well, if Dataram start talking, folks, y'all think y'all see how we going back with these boys? You think you see how we going back? It's not forward ever, it's backward ever. With these boys, when Dataram start talking now, my God, I want to make a fly in the wall. To report it out to you folks, of course. To report it out to you folks. I want to be like a fly on the wall when Dataram starts talking. When he starts talking, yeah, I think I got troubles, my Lord. Moving on to fight card, folks. Moving on to fight card. Y'all know your boy Ben doing the most? Your boy Ben doing the most. Well, at least he tried. Tell me if y'all believe this is true. But let's do it, you know. Tell me if y'all believe it's true. I hope I'm preempting the right bit of information. You're doing the most. Tell me if y'all think this is true. Now, your boy, Robeson Ben, the Robeson. Robeson said, when asked quite recently about applications for death certificate, marriage certificate, and birth certificate at the General Registrar's Office, the GRO, Robeson Ben said there is no backlog. He said everything clear. Everything clear for 2020, 2021, right up to 2022. 2019, as a matter of fact, I think he started there. 19, 20, 2021, right up to 2022. There's no backlog. It's true. It's true. We want to know from y'all. It's not a little too good to be true. Little too good to be true. Maureen Chichester, Outfront Parts, Leslie Hamilton. He said, ain't got no backlog. We don't owe nobody that certificate. We don't owe nobody a marriage certificate. We owe nobody a birth certificate. Everything nice and dandy over there. It's true. I know you always engage the system all the time. It's true. Do let us know, good folks. Do let us know. That's what Ben's telling us. We can't swallow this one. This one is big. I left the bar tasting about. We can swallow this one. Birth certificates, death certificates, marriage certificate, no backlog. This one little too good to be true. One about salt and perhaps a little sugar for carrying this one down. Too good to be true. Numbers come back. That's why one y'all know the PPP come back. The signature and everything. How loud they make it. The PPP folks, led by one Edgil, they have been fighting with a hole on Carifest Avenue. The bishop especially, you know, he's a man that like big holes. Fighting Leslie Hamilton with this hole. But look at the hole within. It looks like the hole within. The hole seems to have the experience. The hole seems to have the depth. The hole seems to have what it takes, the stickability. This hole might swallow the bishop. They have been fighting this hole on Carifest. And we spoke, good folks, hold on. We spoke with some technical folks who understand engineering. They said the problem with Edgel and this hole, Edgel don't want to go deep. They said certain holes, you got to go deep. And this one in particular, because of the nature of what is beneath, you got to go deep. You see? Like Edgel only big for styles, harder size, and he can't tackle this hole. This hole, folks, on Carifesta, all kinds of things that thrown in this hole. The hole refusing to be filled. The engineer says, is that what you put in the hole? You see? It's when you do it inside, you got to go deep. Them boys say, they send a Hymac here, they send excavator, they send sand, they send stone, they send crusher run, they send tar, they send asphalt. The hole say, the hole say, hole I'm going to Carifest Avenue is one stubborn hole. One stubborn hole. The engineer says they have to go deep, penetrate deep in the hole to fix the problem. To fix the problem on Carifesta. Some holes, if an engineer says so, I believe the engineer. I leave them my own understanding. The engineer said some holes you got to go deep, but the bishop won't understand that. The bishop will understand some holes, you got to go real deep. Right? And this is some of what we saw, folks, on Carifest Avenue. You know we like the boots on the ground. You know we like the boots on the ground. When we hear about this hole, that given the bishop all these problems, he foresee this whole problem, you know. He foresee this kind of hole. Given the folks there at public infrastructure, all this problem, we had to go and see the hole for ourselves. We said, got to be a world-class hole. Got to be. We thought the hole, the real troublesome hole in this country was Dulari hole. How wrong we were. How wrong we were. We not even prophets. We don't even we don't even have the pretense of spirituality. You see? But this hole, this is the hole that said, got edged up every night. He's bring a chair and sit down and watch it. Watch it, we can tackle the problem. And they said for months, Edgel has been trying to get on top of this situation here, but he has not been successful. Right? It keeps him late. It keeps him up late at night. He's trying to tackle from all angles, trying to get on top of the problem, trying to get on top of this hole, but he has not been successful thus far. Take a look and take a listen. Some of what we saw on Carifest Avenue quite recently. They tried to fix this hole. They tried to put things in this hole about 5 times now in the last year alone. And the whole imagine. Take a look. Take a listen. Yep, the hole ain't going no place. The hole ain't going nowhere. As you put thing in the hole, 2 miles, pop. Hole need to be filled again. As you put the thing in the hole, pop. The hole open back up. You need to put more thing in the hole. Clearly, he's a man with no experience. No experience with holes. Clearly. Clearly, as is not the man for the job. He is not the man for the job. Clearly, folks. Moving on. The hole got edged bad. The hole got edged bad. You can take that to the bank. That's what I tell you. You know you're buying fun. You can take that to the bank. Quote unquote. If finally. You can take it to the bank. This here, folks. They promised the folks in Region 6 and outpost. They got some farmers in Region 5 rather. They've been plagued with some cattle thieves. Some cattle thieves in Region 5. You know what's fun? When he touched down, he liked to pretend to get everything under control. 10 months ago, April went to Region 5. He said, you have a thief problem here? Oh, I can fix it. You have to throw your fun in the whole of guy first. See if that can work. Every time you fix it, you have a thief problem here? I give an outpost. Folks, they send you night. The outpost dark. The AC walking. You see? Cow coming right up on the doorstep. And doing the business. Folks, that is not a real place, you know. It's a place. It's not a real place. The outpost still pending. The outpost still pending. Why we got our policemen under such conditions? No toilet at the outpost. You know, you gotta go down a long road to get to it. No light, no water, you know. And my God, folks, they try, but clearly, them boys, I don't understand what they're doing. Clearly, folks, they know one thing what they're doing, and it shows. Them boys know one thing what they are doing, and it shows. This is some of what we saw. Number 28 police outpost there in Region 5. You know, maybe the intention is good. I don't know. But when we look and we see 10 months later, you know, you had one thing to do down there. One thing to do. And folks, it leaves much to be desired. The toilet and finish. You know, and this is a farming area. So you got cow, dog, rat, cat, the Brahmin bull, the blackberry sheep. Everybody frequents this area here. It's mess, it's dung, it's doo-doo. For our policemen, oh, we should shame to fly the police flag in this area. Folks, when we say boots on the ground, is boots on the ground, you know. We got to keep them accountable. Huh? I heard some folks say shit and shy in this area. What is that, good folks? That seems a little like Spanish to me. Shit and shy. That's what the folks say is the order of the day in this area here. They're trying. Septic tank yet to be complete. 10 months later, how long is it to build a septic tank? How long is it to build a little outhouse? I mean, like, to God, that's what we do with the oil money. It's what we do. And so this little project here is $30 million. That's what we're hearing. This little project here is at number 27. It's $30 million. That's what we're hearing. 10 months later, incomplete. 10 months later, incomplete. They said this is supposed to be a substitute washroom, but nobody comes and empties it. It's just here. Folks, they try. The place hot, them boys said. The AC walking. They ain't got no lights. They got something like some solar lights, but them boys said that don't work. The solar lights gave up a long time ago, and them boys said the police flying there high, you know. Just as they put this one slab for the step, just it left. 10 months pending. Right? I know them boys going to say, mission accomplished. We here. Mission accomplished. You see? Police said inside of the hut. The hut. Night and there's no light. It's absolute darkness. Right? And them boys looking for ranchers. Them boys looking for people who thief in their cattle. And depending on the police. And the next thing we heard, that the police here got no transportation when they are here. When we were on the ground there were no police present. No police present. But when they are here, we made to understand that they don't have a vehicle. There is no vehicle. And the CCR is light and sunny. AC don't work. Don't work is only cosmetic. That is what them boys tell us. It is only cosmetic. You know? Yep. 30 million. That's what we're being told is the price tag on this. 30 million. What you can tell me? Yeah? What you can tell me? 30 million. Good folks. 30 and million. Them boys say, I got the flag fly. How you know? And the flag is the only thing working here. The flag and the staff is the only thing that working here properly. The only thing, them boys got a police flag fly real high though. Real high over this outpost. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. But let's see what we tell you. That's what them boys said. The flag fly real high. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. And them boys come back for more money, you know. They come back for subvention to finish it up. They say the money we had didn't do. They step and finish. We got to install the toilet. Yeah. A lot of works there. Good folks, still pending. A lot of works at that outpost, still pending. That's what we mean when we say boots on the ground. You know the tourists do in this country? We got to pursue the truth, folks, wherever it leads. Pursue the truth wherever it leads. Don't come for me. I beg you, don't do it. Don't do it. Well, the Transparency International Corruption Perception Index, so them boys got up 1 point. On the Transparency International Corruption Perception Index, they've gone up by 1 point. But y'all don't come for me. Here's story now. They got up by 1 point, but listen to me. Hold on. That's why you just wait for the details. Hold on. Calm down. Don't come for me. They got up by 1 point on the Transparency International Corruption Perception Index. Them boys got up by 1 point. They said they walk in. Them boys said they walk in. But look story here now. They said they walk in there. They said they walk in. But last year, they fell 2 points. so really, truly, they break even. They fell 2 places last year on Transparency International Corruption Perception Index. They fell 2 places last year. And now they improved by 1. I think you're right where they started. Is not so? Or it's just me? Or you're 1 step behind? I know you're in front. You know what I mean? We ain't to go with the match. I know you're in front. This year, they've moved up 1 place. But last year, they fell 2. I think you're right back at square one. I don't know, it's just me. I think you're right back at square one. Right back at square. But you keep trying. Keep trying. One day. You know, when you stop being corrupt, maybe things will change. One day. Maybe one day. Yep. Sash! Look story here now. Folks, we touring. I want y'all know we touring. We being made to understand that the First Lady is in Singapore. The First Lady, Aria Ali, is in Singapore. We being made to understand the First Lady has gone on a private visit to Singapore. Private? Yeah. Hooking up with Letitia Wright one day, we're in Singapore the next. All these lowly mortals who care so much about the poorer people in this country. On a private visit to Singapore, but we also being made to understand that they would have applied for transportation befitting a First Lady. And the folks in Singapore have said, since she's not on an official trip to Singapore, she's only going to get transportation from the airport to her hotel, and from her hotel back to the airport. She got to look after the rest. And that's what we're hearing. Coming out of Singapore, sauntering in Singapore, the First Lady, on a private visit. Credible sources. On a private visit. The folks say we cannot provide transportation for you to fleet about, saunter around. We can take you from airport to hotel to airport. But since you're not on an official visit, since you're not on state business to Singapore, you will have to look after your own transportation. I want sirens and outright and so on. Oh, you think you're home? The folks down there say, welcome to Singapore. The land of Lee Kuan Yew. Welcome, good folks, to Singapore. You think you're home now? Outright and flashing light and so on. Burn up a set of gas. And then come and say, oh, we love poor people. They build some homes. At the cost of $500 million. Charity ain't cheap, folks. I want you all know now. It used to be charity cheap. Not so. Petrol Brown, or Madao, charity is not cheap at all. Not at all, folks. Charity, not cheap. So the First Lady, good folks, sauntering in Singapore. Hope that works out to her benefit. Hope that works out to her benefit. Yep, moving on, folks, on the fight card. That's it. That being said, folks, that's our time, good people, and that's our program. Remember, good folks, to partner with us. We just can't, good folks, do it without you guys.
Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, You can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592@gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments.
Yep, that's going to do it for us, folks. Thanks for joining us, each and every one of you. Thanks for joining us, Carl Miller and Dan Abrams, folks. We need you. We need you to get to this new month. We need you guys. Partner with us, folks. Smash that emoji button. Share the damn life. We need you, folks. Partner with us. Good, folks. We need you. Stay safe. Susan Jacobs, thanks for joining us tonight. Wayne Brown, who Vex? Wayne Brown, Cassandra Keeler, Glenford Gordon, Petal Throat, Sandra Hanover, Auntie Sandra, Ronell Hanover. Is it the whole family out? The whole Hanover family out. Denise McKenzie, Sharon Castler, Edward, Jamal Aziz, Bonnie Allison. Good to see each and every one of you. Brenda Braffett, good to see you as well. And Leslie Thompson, guys, stay safe out there. That's going to do it for us. Stay safe. We love each and every one of you. Stay safe and share the damn light. Stay safe.